you gonna make? One. Dracon holding north. Ow. Nice to see you too. Dracon. Oh great, Eye Beast. Eye Beast is a problem. Serious problem. Of a Glock in a wide area ranged attack that hits a lot more often than essence orbs and does a crud ton of damage. What were they thinking? Seriously. 20% chance to parry. Let me parry everything forever. I don't think I'm physically strong enough to deal with this area. Only because of the Eye Beast, which is ludicrously strong. With 30 strength, has a 35% chance to hit this guy. good round. Bad round. Yay, level up. There we go. Squeakers, that was not the most opportune path for you to flee in. Must save squeakers. Oh, Alpha Hardwick's not doing so hot either. Okay, Brutus, you're gonna have to tank, so... Snip in here and distract this guy. No, squeakers! Dodge! Okay, that works. Everybody's buffed now. There you go. Oh boy. Squeakers is fleeing. Costume license pods that I'm comfortable with. Charge! Snips. Seriously? Jeez. Didn't mean to press a G. I suppose I didn't need that time anyway. Jeez Louise. Crystalline plate. That's what I'm already wearing. Regular old cloak. There it is. Frickin' wooden shield. Gauntlets of shapedness. Agent's shelter. Mind effects, stun resistance, 2 dexterity, spellcraft, whatever. This is gonna transfer somewhere. This back corridor is seemingly forgotten. You find a large door covered with dust and cobwebs. Somebody's been back here for months at least. The door is a block of solid stone reinforced with metal bands. It has no writing on it. You see no opening mechanism. It is cold to the touch. The room is perfectly quiet. You don't see any way to get the door open. You certainly won't be able to force it. There are no locks to pick. You'll have to turn back. Very strange. I wonder what's back there. I don't know, the back way into that place full of monsters. Come on. There's a lot more than Dracons in there, I'll have you know. Essence do I have? 93. And I could actually give Mr. Snips another point of strength. Something I'm holding is heavy. Okay, that's 6 pounds. I guess that's the weight difference. Let's try this again. You try to insert one of the broken crystal pieces you found in Bormac. It fits! Only fills a third of the design. Fortunately, the other 2 pieces you found would fill the rest of the depression. The rusty creak, the poorly maintained machinery comes to life. With great difficulty, the door grinds open. A draft of stale air stinking of rot drifts out. Inner Gazak Us is open to you. Aha! Not sure this is a good thing, but here I go anyway. Hello? You enter Inner Gazak Us. It is dark and cold, and the stale air reeks of sweat and decay. The door is covered with thick claw marks made of the passage of multitudes of huge creations. They were looking, no doubt, for an exit. This is the dumping ground of all creations. preliminary estimate that were too powerful to be discarded but too dangerous and unpredictable to be kept loose. Here they live, kept alive by magical assistance and by their own incredible hardiness. They wait for rescue, a way out, or failing that, explorers to utterly destroy. Sure. Like this servile with his Reaper baton. So, guess where I'm not going? Very funny, that's not happening. I don't think I killed the leader drakes. Let's, check with Zachary. Jeez, though. Really? Who the heck is going to be able to handle that? Maybe a really powerful guardian? Oh, they are dead. Takers have created something called a Geneforge. Devastatingly powerful artifact on Susha Island. The existence of a Geneforge in Taker hands, all the more reason to hurry and follow my directions. Otherwise, we are doomed. They are dead. Bows his head softly, begins to cry. He sobs softly for some time. Then the tension leaves his body, his hands stop trembling, he slumps forward in his seat and becomes calm. It's a full minute of silence. Finally he speaks. It is done. It is all done. I have redeemed myself. I lack the words to thank you for what you have done for me and for all of us. I am done. Go. Go now. Return to the council. Only their wisdom can guide us now. Hey, everyone levels up. Sweet. Well, everyone except Juniper. Hey, Mr. Snips got strength. Everyone gets more strength. But, seriously, I'm not going in there. Oh, gosh. Just one of them on the ground is almost enough to kill me. And they're patrolling in groups in there. No. Okay, let's see what kind of ending I got for not using a single canister. Look at all these shiny charms. I still don't know what this deep focus orb was for. Stand on the road leading out of these mountains. It is 3 days' walk to the next city, and quick, easy journey from there to the council. You have done much in these mountains. It is time for you to leave. Is it time for you to leave? There's still a few things left to do, but I don't want to do everything. I gotta leave you guys something to play, right? And I'm kind of eager to get into Geneforge 3 and see what's there. And I cannot get into those hard areas. There are some extra hard areas. I missed some in Geneforge 1, and I'm going to miss some here too, because I'm just not strong enough. Let's return to the council. Decide that you have done all you can here. It is time you start to walk down the path heading home. At last, your work in these mountains is done. You begin the long walk back to the Shaper Council. Your feet are sore and your clothes are torn. You gain both strength and knowledge. You travel swiftly and without difficulty. You stay at several villages along the way. Of course, the people there know enough to not disturb a Shaper on official business. They give you room and board and supplies for your journey. As you travel, you spend time around ordinary, unaltered people. You feel strangely refreshed. After your time in those strange cities where everyone was mutated and none of the laws you grew up with were obeyed, it feels good to be in a place that feels normal. Finally, after several weeks, you reach the capital city. The guards at the gate were expecting your return. After only a short break to rest, bathe, and eat, you are taken to the Shaper Council. At last you come before the Shaper Council. 9 old men and women. They are very strong, to be sure. They seem old and scared to you now. They are powerful, true, but there is greater power out there, and they must learn of it. Before, they filled you with feelings of awe. You spent many years dreaming of being able to walk among them as an equal. Now, at last, you feel like you can. You have fought and struggled in the name of the Shapers. You have been lost and alone in a hostile place, with only the mighty craft to aid you. You have been sorely tempted by alien ideas and have resisted, persevered, and returned home. They ask you questions, and you begin your story. You start by telling them what happened to Shanti, Zachary, and Barzale, and of the illegal shaping that has been taking place without their knowledge. You speak of the forests, swamps, and new wildlife. You are surprised to find out that they don't seem very concerned. Unhappy, yes. Irritated, yes. But they are an arrogant lot. They don't seem to feel the presence of any threat. Before you can continue their tale, they stop you. They begin to ask you questions, not letting you continue until they are answered. They ask what happened to Shanti. You tell them that you found out she was killed. They ask if you found her killer. You say that you never did. They seem disappointed in you. Aww. They ask if you contacted Zachary. You describe your meeting with him. They are very displeased with him. They ask if you contacted Barzale. You describe your meeting with him. They nod. Looks in their faces say one thing. If they have any say in the matter, Barzale is not long for this world. Once their questions are asked, they allow you to resume your story. You get quickly to the heart of the matter. You tell them in detail about your dealings with Zachary. You explain how, despite his horrible deceit and crimes, he seemed willing to repent. He asked you to help him redeem himself, and you agreed. You see the disgust on the faces of the council. Fortunately, is aimed at Zachary and Barzale, the failed Shapers, not you. You tell the council how, following Zachary's instructions, you took war to the rogues. They learned of the destruction of their enemies and smashing of forbidden research. They nod in approval. Finally, you tell of his command for you to return. Zachary knew his work was done and the damage had been repaired. It was time for the Shaper control to return. One of the council says, "This is a strange and fascinating tale. We must send envoys with all speed to see what the situation is and deal with it with great decisiveness." The rest of the council agrees. You are part of the story of Dry Peak, Shanti, Zachary, Barzale, and all the rest comes to an end. Troops march to Dry Peak, and you return to your life. First, the troops are dispatched to the mountains. You are not allowed to escort them. You later learn what happened. Zachary was executed, of course. After his deceit, there was no way he could be allowed to live. The settlement of Dry Peak was placed under direct Shaper control, and that guy got the crap tore out of him. Madab was razed to the ground. The wish of the awakened to be treated as equals was greeted with laughter as the serviles were put to work in outer colonies. You never learned what happened to Learn Pinner. You doubt it was good. Rising was treated even more harshly than Madab. Everything was destroyed. Everyone was killed. The things the Barzites were doing were so dangerous and so forbidden that nothing touched by them could be allowed to exist. Barzale received special treatment. He was brought back for a long, slow execution. You were offered a chance to see it. You declined. The Shapers reached the mountains of the Takers. They found that everything had been abandoned. The Drakes and Serviles, knowing the Shapers as well, ran. Only the proud Dracons stayed. They died. As for you, your life was a successful one. The Shaper Council is strict and paranoid about illegal use of their powers. However, they also know good material when they see it. You won their respect, and were loyal when it counted, so you survived. You returned to Shaper training. Your ability to resist modification in the mountains wins you the respect of your teachers and peers. You have an easy time in school and pass at the top of your class. Then you return and then the council puts you to work. Mere research and errand running is not your lot. You are given secret assignments and consulted on difficult decisions. It is a lonely life and at times a dangerous one. However, you grow to attain great power, and even a bit of wealth. Look at that fancy robe and I guess one of these two is Alpha Hyric. Look at that little guy. Dreams of your childhood come true. You will not only become a shaper, but one trusted and valued by the council. And at night, as you fall asleep, you often take quiet satisfaction knowing one thing. When the test came, you did not fail. When you were tempted, you were loyal. No matter what it cost, you were a shaper. Meanwhile, the abandoned taker warns, dusty and forgotten, something remains. Behind a locked, warded stone door, unnoticed something waits. Battles rage, time passes, and it grows. I have no idea. Oh, I don't think I'm strong enough to find out what the heck is growing in there. But that kind of scares me that it got special mention. Well, that was Geneforge 2. Oh, I suppose. I'm happy that I managed to do that with no canisters, but geez, did I have to just work real hard at it. That is definitely it, though. Next time, we will work on Geneforge 3. For now, though, that will be all. You guys, you all take care, okay? I will talk to you later on. Bye-bye for now.